and gentlemen, it is now time for our second bout of the evening. A 135-pound MMA contest set for three-minute rounds. Let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, please welcome Bradlee MacDonnel.
A couple of 135-pounders going to be next in the cage. I started to speak of it earlier, loving the 135-pound and the 145-pound weight class. These guys are so fast, so technical, cardio for days. Whatever pace they come out with, they could hold that for an entire week. These guys are amazing.
I love it. The speed, the technicality, they've still got power in their shots. And Bradlee told me before the fight, he's putting the 135-pound division on notice and the 145-pound division on notice. He said he'll go a weight up too. So I'm excited to see how he does. Those are some strong words. Better back him up in the cage.
How very Conor McGregor of him. Get a little Vaseline, as you talked about, help prevent cuts. Coach Stephen Pop Rocky in the corner for him, representing DCO MMA.
And the DCO MMA guys, they never disappoint. They always come in on point cardio-wise. They're tough as nails, just like Coach Paprocki is. And I look for this to be a very exciting fight on the feet or on the ground. One fighter in the cage. Let's go back to King Mo for number 2.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Larry H. Miller Auto Group blue corner, featuring Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Fiat on Havana, and Nissan on Arapahoe. Please welcome Mario Rodriguez.
Tape, I'll take MacDonnel. He is 22 years old, almost there at 5'7", just an inch lower than his opponent. We talked about him being the 135-pound super fast weight class, 4-4, a lot of experience from MacDonnel. He lists his style as MMA.
And Rodriguez coming out of the cage with the AFA boxing team. Coach Fidel Martinez, 21 years old, 5'8", 135 pounds, and an even record of 1-1. And one of these guys is going to have another win in the win column and finally be in the winning side.
Somebody will break their 500, yes indeed.
And coming out with the AFA team, obviously Coach Martinez, a really good boxing coach. Expect for Rodriguez's striking to be on point, fast, moving, using his length. He does have the height advantage. So
by an inch.
Yeah, so hey, we'll see what we can work.
Busy couple of nights for the coach. He was here last night for the Airtight Boxing Show as well. So great weekend to be a combat sports fan in Colorado.
Mr. Rodriguez makes his way into the cage. Let's go back to Big Mo for the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is brought to you by Wayne Smoke Shack. Let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, from Denver, Colorado, representing DCO MMA, Bradlee MacDonnel. And his opponent, fighting out the Larry H. Miller Auto Group blue corner, featuring Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Fiat on Havana, and Nissan on Arapahoe. From Thornton, Colorado, representing a family affair boxing, Mario Maito Rodriguez.
Big contingent of fans from Mr. Rodriguez. Very nice, very nice.
Okay, gentlemen, I instructed you earlier tonight. Have a great fight, fight clean and fair. Obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Go ahead and touch gloves now, and let's fight.
MacDonnel in the black and green. Mr. Rodriguez wearing the black and yellow.
Get this featherweight fight underway. Nice touch of the glove, sign of respect right off the bat.
And they'll punch each other in the face.
Nice opening leg kick by MacDonnel.
Oh, and a good uppercut for Rodriguez, but answered well with the body kick.
One thing I'm seeing already, JR, is MacDonnell's hand is just a little bit low on that right side. And coming from a boxing gym, Expect Rodriguez to try to nail in that left hook.
Yes, indeed, and Rodriguez did a really nice job of popping the uppercut as he was backpedaling to avoid the takedown.
And a very good high guard, almost a Muay Thai guard for Rodriguez. I like it a lot.
Yeah, Rodriguez doing a good job of mixing his footwork with his strikes.
A nice double jab with the right hand for MacDonnel, though. Big overhand for Rodriguez, just misses, and now he finds himself up against the cage.
MacDonnel doing well with the striking, but make no mistake about it, we've seen him go for 2 shots now. He wants this on the ground.
He is a little bit of the bigger fighter, and coming from a boxing gym at AFA, yeah, it's probably the better idea to get him down. Goes in again for a body lock, misses the headlock, and Rodriguez is just swinging at the moment.
Really impressive footwork out of Mr. Rodriguez defensively this evening. And what I like about his footwork is a lot of times a fighter, especially earlier in their career like this, they'll be doing either footwork or striking. He's mixing his punches in with his footwork very nicely.
Very well, and it's very fluid, but not a lot of them are landing, but this pace has been very good to start this fight. Good right hand by Rodriguez. Little blood around the lips of Rodriguez.
And MacDonnel. Both these guys know they're in a fight, no doubt about it. Got about a minute left. They are 3-minute rounds here. 3 3-minute rounds
Nice
for all of our fights
sneaky
this
uppercut.
evening. Yeah, Rodriguez has been throwing that uppercut a lot tonight and scoring well with it. And let's talk about Rodriguez's takedown defense tonight. MacDonnel been pretty committed to his takedowns. Had a couple of good body locks, had his opponent up against the cage, still not able to get the takedown. So Rodriguez putting in his time in the wrestling room.
Yeah, and a couple of good kicks now. MacDonnell's trying to switch it up, throw some kicks. He's got to change his level a little bit more on those shots.
Interesting. I don't know if they could hear it on the broadcast. Steve Paparocki, the coach of MacDonnell, saying keep it standing. Want him to work the leg, he said. And there he did. Good job listening to his corner. 10 seconds to go. There's the clacker.
Almost got the shot. Another leg kick, though. Those are brutal. And a good tripping single leg by MacDonnell. 1 second left. That'll seal the round. We're going to round number 2.
And again, nice sportsmanship there. MacDonnell standing over his opponent, punching him in the head until the bell sounds, then he helps him up. I love it. What a great sport.
Very good round by both fighters. MacDonnell, I think, secured that round in the end with the takedown.
Tickets will be at table 4. Table 4.
And towards the end of that round, you saw why Coach Paparocki was saying, keep it standing, throw the leg kick. Because now, every time he throws that leg kick, he's going to think about it, check, and that opens you up for the shot. Let's look at some replays here.
Larry H. Miller Nissan replay. And we're seeing the takedown attempts of MacDonnell, none of which were effective until that final one with just a couple of seconds to go in the round. And again, a couple of nice uppercuts being worked in there by Mr. Rodriguez, which has been one of his favorite punches this evening.
And the one bad thing about that high guard that Rodriguez is using is when he brings those hands up, he can't quite see the feet of MacDonnell, and that's allowing him to throw those kicks a little bit easier. Here we go for round number 2. Both fighters nice and composed.
And immediately looking to work that takedown is MacDonnell. Rodriguez again puts his defense on display.
And I think that's a good idea for Rodriguez here. Try to keep this up against the cage.
Now Rodriguez looking to thread a leg through, maybe go for a takedown.
And he breaks out and comes right back to the center of the ring. Let's see if he tries to work some boxing there.
Let's go.
Both guys looking really comfortable.
Another solid leg kick by MacDonnell.
They've been in a bit of a firefight from both sides of it, and both of them looking pretty nonplussed by the whole situation.
Yeah, there was a
nice
beautiful
level
shot.
change.
And that is exactly what I was saying in the last round, JR.
And hooking up the guillotine. And MacDonnell, nice job. He let that takedown come to him. He didn't initiate that. He waited until Rodriguez charged forward, changed levels, got underneath him. Really nicely done by the DCO MMA fighter. And the corner of corner of MacDonnel calling for a guard pass, and he's going with exactly that. Slices the knee through, skips off to the side. Well done improving his position.
Gets the back, just needs to get his hooks in.
Nice scramble by Rodriguez, and Rodriguez going to try to come out on top. Interesting to me that Rodriguez chose to come back down to the ground and not take it back up to standing. So let's see what Rodriguez does with his ground game now.
I like that, and that's exactly why we talk about position over submission.
Yeah.
And nice. There we go, pulling the arm
Great
bar.
setup.
He's got it locked up.
He's going to try to kick him over with his right leg, going to try to force him to do a front roll. Rodriguez wants to do exactly what he was trying, which was to step over.
He's got it.
Really nice job.
He's to arch those hips. Oh, good escape by Rodriguez. That was an impressive scramble.
We talked about MacDonnel looking like the bigger fighter. My goodness, look at the strength of Rodriguez in that transition there.
Oh, and tried to let that takedown come to him again, but he falls right into mount. Rodriguez is in mount.
Now it's Rodriguez's turn to maybe go for the armbar. Nope, goes underneath the chin. Going for the rear naked.
He's got one hook in, and he needs to secure that other hook before he fights for that position.
He's going to lose position if he doesn't get that other hook in. There it is.
Sneaks it in. And right now it's all posture for Rodriguez. He wants to rain some punches down.
Only about just over 10 seconds left. What a great round. Lot of really nice groundwork. Out the back door and into back control. Nicely done. Exciting back and forth action. Man, we get treated to a third round.
That was an incredible round, JR.
Good to be us.
And talk about scrambling. That first round was almost all striking. Round two was all on the ground, and some good transitional work by both fighters.
Yeah, really really a lot of nice escapes and reversals shown by both fighters, and we're seeing that here on the Larry H. Miller replay. Both fighters spending some time in dominant position. Both fighters able to escape bad positions. Both fighters going for submissions. Rodriguez momentarily tried that rear naked choke. We're seeing the armbar here. I was talking about it. Rodriguez wanted to sort of step over in order to escape, but instead just says, hey, I'll power my way out of this. Coming.
And this is why we said we like the 135ers. Pace, 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 pace. I can't wait to see what round three has.
I'm going to guess a fast pace.
I'm not going to argue with you. Coming out and touching gloves again. Let's see where round number three takes us. Nice and composed again by both fighters right off the bat. Good inside leg kick by MacDonnel.
Right hand.
Ooh, big knee by MacDonnel as well. Rodriguez seems to be slowing down just a little bit. He took a big breath after that knee landed. We'll see if he's kind of content to stay on the outside.
Yeah, when MacDonnel came out to start the round, he just looked different. So, like maybe he sustained an injury or something that he's having to fight through. I'm not sure.
Big body shot. That hurt me.
And able to get the takedown off of it. First time MacDonnell's had success with that. And immediately slicing through the guard.
Into side mount. Let's see where we go from here. See if he goes knee on belly or if he's content to stay in side mount.
Knee
right
on belly
knee on
it
belly.
is. See if he goes down for full mount, and
He's
he
in
does.
mount. And Coach Bob Rocky's yelling for the rain. Here it is. Rodriguez is just covering up. He's going to have to do something.
Block all of them, Mario. You got to block him. He's going to go for
And calling for just strikes, saying don't worry about the submission. And MacDonnel this evening doing a very nice job of listening to his corner. If he starts putting a little more power in those strikes, he's going to get the finish. But nope, he's looking to set up the armbar. You can see it.
He is.
And Rodriguez doing a good job guarding his arms, not letting one be isolated. But
he's got it. MacDonnell's got it locked in.
Best position of the fight for him so far.
He's got to break that.
Mario, towards him.
Oh, good
hammer
strikes
fist.
there. Nice strike selection by MacDonnel. And what a great work by our cameraman there. You can see the face of Rodriguez, very calm and composed. Rodriguez is going to try to skip over if he can bring that right foot over.
And there's the tap!
Doesn't get it, so it's the tap out for MacDonnel. What
Beautiful.
a great 2.5 rounds of action.
Beautiful transitions. That was a really, really good round for MacDonnel, and it all started with that vicious right body kick. Well done by the DCO MMA fighter.
Well, there's an early contender for fight of the night. Goodness gracious, folks.
That was such a good fight, and what I like to see is both of these fighters fought well in all phases of the game. They both struck well, they both had a good ground game in the second round, and then MacDonnel just managed to pull it out here in the third with a couple of really good strikes and finish it out with a good submission. Could easily be submission of the night as well, JR.
Well, MacDonnel, and we're checking out the replay here, that's where he got into full mount, used his striking in order to set up the submission. He talked about a position before submission, used that position, set up the strikes, waited for the arm to come up, trapped it. Arm bar it is. Congratulations on the win, Mr. MacDonnel. Big Mo going to give us the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Tim Mills calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 1 second of the third and final round. Declaring your winner by submission via armbar, Bradlee MacDonnel.
Congratulations, Mr. MacDonnel. He will wait for a couple of sponsors to show us their wares, and then we'll see him interviewed with Bailey winners.
All right, I'm back here now with your winner, Bradlee MacDonnel. As a fighter, you're always going for a finish. You got that submission tonight. It's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it does feel really good.
I heard your corner during round one telling you to keep it on the feet, but you look pretty comfortable standing and also on the ground. How did you see this fight playing out?
I didn't really have a game plan. I just adapted to the situation, the fight, and I don't really train for the fighter, I train for the fight, so.
You went for an armbar in round two, didn't get it. In the third round, went for an armbar again, got that submission. When did you know you had that finish?
I knew that I had that finish right from the start of that second armbar. The first one, I really rushed it. The second one, I kind of took my time, and then when it was there, I went for it.
You look great in there tonight. I'm sure there's some people you want to thank.
Yes, I'd like to thank my teammates and my family. Most of all, I'd like to thank my coaches and also my woman.
Congratulations on the great win, Bradlee. Good job.
Thank you very much.